Yeah, so I wanted to go ahead and talk about the whole thing with Seth Rollins, him winning the 2019 Royal Rumble, which was pretty much not a surprise to me, and I was really glad that he won it because he was one of my three picks that I've selected. The three picks that I selected, one was Seth Rollins because he was the first on the list. The second was Drew McIntyre because it was sort of a half and half, and the other would be Samoa Joe. I did have another I did have like a different pick of who I thought would actually win the Rumble, but I'm sort of splitting things as far as Raw and SmackDown goes and everything. But Seth Rollins was tremendous. I know that I have a lot I'm going to be saying on the next episode of the Main Event Talk when I get the opportunity to talk about the Rumble. But Seth Rollins winning the Rumble, I'm really, really glad that he did it because this was going to be his year. I had probably mentioned, I don't know if it was this episode or if I was talking with somebody about it, but I had mentioned that this would be the year that Seth Rollins would go after the Rumble and he would win it because he's accomplished everything he needs to do in the WWE. He's won Intercontinental Gold. He's won Tag Team Gold. He's won the WWE Championship. He's won the United States Championship. He's faced off against some of the best in this industry. The only thing that Seth has not done is win the Rumble and obviously move on to WrestleMania and win the championship. Seth Rollins has. I know he cashed in his Money in the Bank. He was the first to cash in his Money in the Bank at WrestleMania and win the WWE Championship. And then he also competed at WrestleMania against the Game for, I think it was WrestleMania 33, I believe. And then he had also competed for the Intercontinental Championship just a year ago at WrestleMania. So this year, Seth wins it. And then what happened on Monday Night Raw? Obviously, he had a challenge, and obviously, everybody wanted to see Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, and that's sort of the match that everyone's going to be looking forward to seeing. And in my opinion, I'm really glad that this matchup was going to take place because there was a lot of speculations and a lot of rumors flying around that Brock Lesnar was not going to be a part of the main event this year. And while I'm not sure if those rumors are still going on at this point, it seems that Brock Lesnar is going to be defending the title against Seth Rollins. And watching Monday Night Raw tonight, seeing what happened and everything else like that, seeing Brock Lesnar giving in those F5s to Seth Rollins, this is pretty good. This is kind of what I looked at. This is kind of what I was looking forward to seeing, and I can't wait. I mean, Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar. This is not the first time that these two have faced off against each other. It's not the first time. These two have faced off against each other. I think it was probably, I think it was, I forgot what the event was called. I think it was Battleground in 2000. I think it was 15 or 16, I believe. No, actually, it was 2015. Seth Rollins was defending the title against Brock Lesnar when he was a WWE champion, and that's when The Undertaker made his appearance. And Seth Rollins that knows firsthand what it's like to be in Suplex City with Brock Lesnar. So Brock versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania is a good match. I like it. I think a lot of people are going to be into this matchup a little bit, and I'm really hoping that Brock Lesnar does lose the championship to Seth Rollins. And I think a lot of people should see it that way, and should see it that way in most parts because it's about time that title came around someone else's waist once again. While I feel that it should, and in my opinion, I don't know if anybody agrees with me on this or not. While I feel Brock Lesnar should have still taken on Braun Strowman instead of Finn Balor, in my opinion, I always felt like it should be Seth Rollins versus Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. I don't know if anybody necessarily agrees with me on that one or not, but it's the way it goes. But now we got Brock Lesnar defending the Universal Championship against Seth Rollins. It's going to be a good match at WrestleMania, and a lot of people are going to have high hopes for it. And the build up to it is going to be tremendous. I'm wondering how far this will go, how good this will be, and will we see Seth win the Universal Championship at WrestleMania? I truly hope it does. We've got a long way to go. We just got done with the Royal Rumble, and Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, Universal Championship at WrestleMania 35. It's gonna be off the hook. I can't wait. A lot of people are gonna be psyched for this. I'm wondering how psyched though, because it just gets interesting from here. That's all I can say.